This is the Weather Extreme video for Sunday, September the 12th. I'm Brian Peters, and let's take a look at our Skycam imagery as we have clear skies this morning, a little fog around. There's Trussville this morning and a beautiful sunrise. I can't help but enjoy the shot from Decatur. I know I repeat this quite often, but just a beautiful, beautiful sunrise shot up there. And then let's head to the south part of the state, and there's the battleship Alabama, and certainly a pretty sunrise down there too. A cold front moved through as forecast. However, the drier air is lagging just a little bit, sort of like what's happened the last few times. The reason the front made it through, of course, is that we have a little bit of troughiness on the eastern half of the country, and the ridge centered primarily over Texas and New Mexico, and so that is allowing us with for a northwesterly flow. Temperatures a little bit cooler. I don't know if you remember yesterday's map, but the 70 area, especially that kind of medium orange, you might say, was covering a large part of the southeastern U.S., and it's shrunk a little bit. Across central Alabama, we can see that temperatures yesterday were, generally in the mid-70s. Now we're in the lower 70s, but notice a little bit further to the north, the dew point at Muscle Shoals 66, and we should see our dew points gradually come down today as the drier air filters in. QPF-wise, just not much rain expected over the next 5 days at all. Tropics have become more heated or more active. We've got 4 areas. We're going to talk about the one in the Caribbean, and we're going to talk about Igor, but the other two don't have a lot of information on, so we'll just leave it for now. There is Igor. Igor has strengthened, is now a hurricane, and moving in the open Atlantic. And fortunately, it looks like the forecast still calls for it to become a major hurricane, but it does look like it should recurve. And so the only landmass probably threatened at the moment, anyway, appears to be the possibility of Bermuda being threatened by Igor. In the Caribbean, the area, while there's still favorable conditions, it sure doesn't look like it's amounting to much so far. And very disorganized. Lots of thunderstorms, you can see from the visible picture right there. And the track certainly suggests still that it is going to become a Gulf storm if it can get its act together. And so I really think that it's likely to. Now, far out in near the Cape Verde Islands, we have one more that has nearly a 100% chance of becoming a tropical depression or tropical storm in the next 48 hours, but that one appears likely to stay way out at sea. The 06E GFS model run shows that the front is down off the southeast coast of the U.S. and down off the Gulf Coast south of New Orleans today. The ridging continues centered primarily over Texas, but that gives us a slight northwesterly flow. That northwesterly flow kind of continues as the ridge continues to flatten just a little bit on Tuesday, and we remain dry on Wednesday, although the westerlies continue to be rather active with lots of short waves moving through the flow. On Thursday, we can now begin to see Igor entering the picture over there, but still kind of the flattened ridge for us, and it looks like possibly with that little shortwave moving through the central part of the country that we might see a cold front kind of approaching on Thursday, but I think we stay dry through Thursday. The front does get down into our area on Friday, so putting a small chance for showers in the forecast, but it looks like, probably like this last one, a lot of us will stay dry. On Saturday the 18th, we dry back out again. And then on Sunday, we're still under this slight northwesterly flow, so at least not any extremes. And that continues to show the possibility that we might have a little bit of moisture for an isolated shower or two. In the meantime, you can see Igor up there off of the Canadian Maritimes. All right, out in Voodoo real quick, and there is our ridge is still there even on the 23rd, not nearly as strong as it has been, of course. And then, holy mackerel, I know I called the 594 contour the Energizer Ridge, but man, it looks like this ridge, this Energizer Ridge, we can't get rid of it. So that would suggest that we still don't have any signs of a good cold shot or air mass change, at least through the end of September. Well, appreciate you tuning into the Weather Extreme video. James Spann should be back with his version tomorrow morning. And looks like he's got a quiet week ahead. In the meantime, I hope that you have a great upcoming week, and Godspeed.